Hello everyone, I'm the Saxy Gamer, and today we're here for some more exciting stuff. We've got some news about the September DLC patch. So we got 2 new leaders, 2 new civilizations, and yet another game mode coming in. So I'm going to give some of my first thoughts and impressions of this new stuff. And you guys can let me know in the comment section below what you think of it as well, because I think that this is some exciting stuff. I like a lot of the things that are going on in this, this content drop. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the video here.
Hello, and welcome to the latest developer video for Sid Meier's Civilization 6.
Today, we'll be introducing you to the new content headed your way in the 3rd DLC of the New Frontier Pass.
The 2 new civilizations coming your way in the DLC 3 content pack are Byzantium and Gaul.
So there you just see, we get these 2 new civs. We get Byzantium and Gaul. So I was wrong in saying that Portugal was going to be added. I was very adamant on stream about insisting that Portugal was getting added, but maybe it's just not yet that they're being added. There's still hope that they could be added, but either way, Byzantium and Gaul, those are some cool civs. I'm not really that sure what Gaul is, but I believe it's got something to do with, it's some sort of European civ, I believe, from, I don't know, like the rather old ages, you know, or something like that. I don't really know. Maybe I'll look it up a little bit after this. But either way, Byzantium, I think, has been a fan-requested one. A lot of people have been wanting to see Byzantium, so that's very, very exciting that we have them added in.
Coming with those 2 new civilizations are 2 new leaders, new districts, and new units. In addition to that, we have 2 new World Wonders.
So this is something that I didn't realize that they had said. So this is like my, I don't know, 3rd watch through this video. But new districts as well. They haven't said what the new district is going to be, but we really don't have much of an idea what it's going to be. So that's kind of exciting. I mean, they could just mean a new unique district for these leaders, but it sounds like it could potentially be, nice. It could potentially be an actual like new, an actual new district type, which we'll see what happens.
Wonders, a new map script, and a new game mode.
As much as we don't want to keep you in suspense until the first looks for those civs, that's exactly what we're going to do.
What we can tell you is that Byzantium is all about conquest, be it militarily or religiously.
So here we have a look at Byzantium. So Byzantium is going to be a domination civ, which is pretty cool. They have this this type of ship here that looks like it shoots fire or something like that, which is pretty cool. Hang on, let me go back and watch it again. There we go. We get the Spitfire things, which is pretty cool. So probably another early naval domination civ, similar to Phoenicia, I would imagine.
Meanwhile, Gaul has some beef.
So Gaul here, they don't really show too much here. We know that they're at least going to get some culture from this mine, which maybe is just from all their mines they get culture. The other thing is, I believe this is going to culture bomb if you watch closely. The other thing is, I'm pretty sure this is just copper, right? Or is it amber? Or is this a new resource? I'm struggling to be able to see it correctly, but I'm pretty sure this is just copper.
Beefy boost related to culture and production.
And yeah, you can see now that we've culture bombed the adjacent tiles. So that's at least one of the Gaul abilities.
Don't mistake the Gauls for peace-loving artists in an off-the-grid commune. Let
me go back and see. I don't believe there was anything really that was in this. I don't think, yeah, it doesn't look like there's really anything super exciting here. I think that's just iron.
We had a lot of fun brainstorming animations for Gaul's leader in particular. Thus far, for Civilization 6, we haven't used motion capture technology. We've done everything by hand.
Okay, wait, this actually is something pretty exciting. I'm gonna let this guy keep talking, but I'll talk about this right after he finishes.
But we do start with reference videos to experiment with different movements and help everyone visualize what the animations will look like. We wanted the leader of Gaul to have some props to really reflect that heritage. Props obviously make the reference videos a lot more fun, but they can be challenging to animate in a 3D environment. We pulled it off though. Our art teams are pretty insanely talented.
Speaking of...
So that right there, hang on, Eugene is stuck in my sock. Let me get him out of here. For those of you who don't know, Eugene is my new kitten. But so the reason that that's exciting is just because there has been a lot of complaints already about the existing leaders. So Simone and Lady Six Sky and Menelik, a lot of them have reused leader animations from existing leaders in the game. So this is kind of like they're saying that, you know, we're hearing that people don't want us to do that, and they're even trying something new with motion capture and that stuff. So I think that's pretty exciting, and I think it'll be better than, you know, obviously just reusing animations from existing leaders in the game. So props to the Civ team for, you know, actually hearing some of those complaints and even taking it a step further and trying something new just for the sake of, you know, seeing how it works.
This DLC pack introduces 2 new world wonders. Build the biosphere to increase appeal for marsh and rainforest tiles. In Gathering Storm, it will also boost power and tourism.
So this sounds like it could be something that's really cool. So you boost appeal on marsh and rainforest, which means for culture victory, this is going to be really good. And I also wonder if it stacks with Brazil, because Brazil already gets additional appeal from rainforest. And if this stacks with that, that's going to be insane. It also did say, what was it, something in tourism. So I don't know what type of tourism boost it's going to give you, but maybe it'll give you, I don't know, something, surely. But either way, this sounds like it's going to be a pretty cool sounding culture victory wonder in Gathering Storm, and I believe it's science focused in the base game.
While in other rule sets, it grants bonus science for every marsh, rainforest, or woods tile.
Yeah, so science from every marsh, rainforest, and woods tile. That might be really good on Bull Moose Teddy, I would imagine, but either way, this sounds like a pretty exciting world wonder. Sounds like it's going to be at least modern era, if not even atomic.
The statue of Zeus gives free military units to the city that builds it, and increases production towards anti-cavalry units.
So Statue of Zeus is another one that I think is pretty cool. So this one was in Civ 5, and I remember this was like the early game domination wonder. So I think it's nice that we have an early game domination wonder now. In case, you're maybe you just want to build this before you go on your first conquest, but you get some free military units, and it says it boosts your production towards anti-cav. So hopefully this will be a pretty cool wonder. But either way, we'll have to see. I do like the look of both of these wonders. It seems like they're both going to be at least useful. We're not going to get 2 more Golden Gate bridges or, a Golden Gate bridge in a Panama Canal or something like that. These actually sound like quite useful wonders.
We'll also be introducing a new map script, the Highlands. This vast, sweeping landscape is dominated by hills and mountain ranges. These will present some interesting strategic and tactical choices and challenge.
So one thing I want to point out here is this. Wait, gold's already a resource in the game, is it not? Or am I just tripping? I might just be tripping, and this might just be like stone or something, and I'm just having a hard time seeing it because I don't have my glasses on. But either way, yeah, this new map script looks pretty cool. It's definitely going to be really good for certain leaders like, I don't know, the Inca or Ethiopia or Korea, some people that really like hills and stuff. So I'll have to give this one a try. It doesn't seem like the most insanely fun map in the game, but it definitely seems at least all right.
For certain civs, like Korea, Ethiopia, and even Bull Moose Teddy.
Look, they stole my ideas
Byzantium
there.
and Gaul Pack will also introduce a new game mode.
Dramatic Ages.
Years ago, we played around with a prototype where Dark Ages felt really dark. Back-to-back Dark Ages would actually cause you to lose cities and turn them into barbarian camps. This turned out to be so frustrating that the QA team raided my office with pitchforks and demanded that it be taken out. We've always liked the idea of a Dark Age being more threatening, and a Golden Age being more rewarding. Dramatic Ages is an...
Alright, let's pause here and take a look at Dramatic Ages, which is our new game mode. This one I think sounds pretty cool, so in this one I believe that there are no normal ages, players can only be in a normal age in the first era. After that, you always get either a Dark or Golden Age. So in your Golden Ages now, instead of making dedications, you get new social policies based on the age, and Dark policies make a return with refresh powerful effects. Brand new golden policies are available to those who make it to a golden age, and to keep earning era score, complete techs and civics, and earn military unit promotions. So I think that's pretty interesting that it's just based on you researching techs and civics and promoting your units. I think that's a neat little thing there. In the Dark Ages, things get even worse because when you're in a Dark Age, you'll have a portion of your empire immediately fall into free cities. This is another interesting thing. Free cities can exert loyalty pressure on other cities. So normally, free cities don't exert any pressure, so like losing one city doesn't necessarily make another city rebel, but in the Dramatic Ages mode, it does. It kind of inspires the other cities that are nearby to also rebel, which I think is quite interesting. And then it just kind of explains how it works on difficulties, that lower difficulties, the AI will lose more cities, higher difficulties, the humans will lose more difficulties. Or I just totally butchered that. The AI will lose more cities on lower difficulties, and the humans will lose more cities on high difficulties. And also, Georgia's ability has been reworked in this game mode only, but we're going to talk about that in a little bit because I think it's interesting.
An optional game mode where civilizations will always enter either a Golden Age or a Dark Age with every new era. Instead of dedications...
So let's take a look at some of the dedications here. So see, these are some of the golden ones. So Monumentality, it's pretty much just like the normal dedication, except it functions as a policy card. So what that means is you can take multiple of them, or you can change them around as you go through the Golden Age. So you see Monumentality is normal, Exodus of the Evangelist is normal. We also have Praetorian Guards, wounded units heal plus 10 HP per turn, really good. Plus 2 production towards encampment districts and buildings, that one's like fine. Reform the coinage is still a thing, so traders gotta be plundered, international traders apply plus 3 gold. And we also have Sakdina, which while your projects are active, your citizens exert extra loyalty pressure to their city. So I think that's interesting as well. I hope that there's even more of these, like I would imagine there probably are as you go through the eras, but either way, these are looking pretty cool.
Every new age brings access to new and updated golden policies and dark policies. Our research also showed that some of you out there, surely no one watching this video, but some of you, were trying to game your era scores to not go past what you needed to earn a
I'm not sure. They're definitely not directly adding me there, but that's something that I do a lot of the time on stream, that I try my best not to go too far past the Golden Age cutoff, so that way the next age is a little bit easier. So it looks like that's not going to be a thing in Dramatic Ages, but man, either way, that's something that you should be doing if you're not doing already in the base game.
Golden Age. In Dramatic Ages, era score is never wasted. If you enter a Golden Age with any extra era score, it will increase citizens' loyalty pressure.
So this is actually pretty cool, and like, so just if you go past, so say you need like 50 era score to get a Golden Age, if you end up with 55, it's going to make it so that your citizens in that Golden Age are going to exert more loyalty than normal. So normally I believe it would be 2 loyalty pressure per citizen, but you can see here that it's at 2.109, so I'm not exactly sure what the scaling factor is, but either way, this is cool just because it means that you're not going to be wasting era score and things of that sort.
On nearby civs. Additionally, the chaos brought by Dark Ages can cause your cities to immediately rebel.
Dramatic Ages also rework.
So the immediate rebellion thing I think is very interesting, just because that's really going to throw a wrench into some things. I feel like it's going to be frustrating, and maybe this isn't a game mode I'm going to play 100% of the time, but I feel like in some instances this will be really fun. And I mean, obviously it's just going to be a little bit chaotic, because if you accidentally get a Dark Age, you're going to be in for a bad time if half of your cities rebel. But the other thing is, you know, half the cities near you also might rebel, and then you might just have a bunch of free cities running around. Who knows? But either way, it seems very cool and very chaotic.
Can cause your cities to immediately rebel.
Dramatic Ages also reworks one of our older civs, Georgia. With the Dramatic Ages mode enabled, Georgia can use Dark Age policies even in a Golden Age.
Alright, so there we go. We now know that Georgia's rework in this game mode is that you can use Dark Age policies even in a Golden Age. So Cyruscus, you'll be very happy for requesting Georgia all the time, and there's somebody else that's been in chat recently that's been requesting Georgia, but honestly, I wish that this change applied to like normal Georgia as well. Like normal Georgia would be pretty alright with that, just because, you know, it'd be cool to be able to use some of these Dark Age policies just in a normal age, or even if, you know, for the base game Georgia, it applies them only in a Golden Age that you can still use the Dark Age policies. But either way, I think that this is pretty cool, and like I like this change to Georgia. I feel like it makes them a lot more fun.
Golden Ages also reward Georgia an extra wildcard slot. In addition,
Yeah, so Golden Ages also give Georgia an extra wildcard slot. That might be a base game thing. Hopefully that one isn't limited just to this game mode.
in addition to the current 50% production boost toward defensive buildings.
Finally, the challenges presented by the Dramatic Ages scale really well with the game's existing difficulty settings. On lower difficulties, the AI loses more cities than humans do in the Dark Ages. However, on higher difficulties, the player loses more cities than the AI, giving you a chance to really earn those victories.
AKA just a chance to really rage at the game whenever RNG strikes and you get cheesed on deity and happen to lose 9 of your cities. I can just see myself raging on stream already about that. But either way, you know, I mean, it's cool that it scales with difficulty.
And that sums up the major features going live in DLC 3.
The Gaul civilization.
Byzantium civilization,
The Biosphere,
The statue of Zeus.
the Highlands map.
and the optional game mode Dramatic Ages.
You can find a full list of changes, fixes, and tweaks in the DLC 3 patch notes. Civ fans, you are the best fans in gaming.
We are honored to have such a dedicated and passionate fan base.
Thank you for sticking with us and taking one
More.
Turn.
All right, cool. So that's the end of the video here. I'll give some overall thoughts and impressions. So also, for one, this comes out September 24th, which I believe is next Thursday, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's next Thursday. So that's kind of like the standard. So hopefully we'll get the first looks for Gaul and Byzantium probably within the next week or so. But either way, looks like some pretty cool content here. The one thing I want to go back to is they showed the little... Where's the little... There it is. So they mentioned a new district at the start, but it definitely does not say new district on this. So maybe there is no new district, and they just like maybe they mean just for these civs or something like that. But either way, some cool content. I think Byzantium and Gaul are going to be cool. I think I like Gaul just because it's, you know, it's something a little bit new. I don't think Gaul has ever been in a civ game before. I could be totally wrong because I haven't played every civ game that's ever been made. But either way, something nice and fresh and a little bit less known. And Byzantium as well was like, you know, generally like the fan favorite of requested civs right now. Well, maybe not the absolute fan favorite, but definitely one of the fan favorites. So really cool stuff there. I really like the look of the new wonders. I think that those are going to be useful, hopefully, which means I'm going to have to make 2 more wonder spotlights as well, and 2 more leader spotlights. So man, we got to update all the series at once. And the new dramatic ages, I think, is going to be fun. I can imagine myself getting very irritated at it. I feel like it's going to be frustrating, but, you know, that's kind of the point of it, is to be irritating. So definitely some cool stuff going on here, and definitely looking forward to it. So I'll probably make some first impression videos whenever we get the first looks for the leaders. And then, you know, next week, whenever this stuff comes out, luckily it comes out on a stream day as well. I believe it'll probably come out right during the stream, which is even particularly wonderful. So if you haven't already, follow me at twitch.tv/thesaxygamer. But thank you everyone for watching. I have been the Saxy Gamer. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like. If not, feel free to dislike. If you're looking for some more Civilization 6 content, feel free to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.